Romain Grosjean. Whether you remember him as the hot-headed youngster who couldn't make it past Turn 1 in 2012, or the Phoenix who defied possibility and survived that horror crash in 2020. There is no denying that he had great pace in IndyCar last season. It is incredibly difficult to predict the outcome of an IndyCar season due to the fact that it is a spec series. However, upon examining the driver lineup for next season, I believe that Romain Grosjean could top the championship. So without further ado, today we're going to have a look at why I believe that Grosjean could win the 2022 IndyCar championship. During the 2020 Bahrain Formula 1 weekend, Romain Grosjean endured a hefty 67G impact with an Armco barrier, engulfing the car in an enormous fireball. I'm sure many of you were also sat speechless in your seats as you watched an explosion take place on a Formula 1 track. I was genuinely terrified and was certain that the outcome was going to be tragic, but as we all know, the Frenchman managed to climb out of the flames and stumble his way to safety before serious damage had been done. This was it for Grosjean's F1 career though, which was a huge shame. Although let's be real, he probably experienced more of a thrill on a motorway than in a Haas F1 car. However, this wasn't his last scheduled outing in an F1 car. After his dramatic incident at Bahrain, Mercedes promised him a test session in the W10. Although somehow this still hasn't happened, and with the current Formula 1 drama, I doubt we will see it anytime soon. So to this day, the last time Romain drove a Formula 1 car was the exit of Turn 3 at Bahrain. In February of 2021, Grosjean made his return to racing with an IndyCar test for Dale Coyne Racing. Despite still struggling with sore hands, Grosjean managed to drive 83 laps of Barber Motorsport Park whilst testing his new number 51 race car. He described the experience as feeling like home, as he adjusted to the new car and admitted that he was really happy looking towards the 2021 season. He didn't even have to adjust his driving too much, it just came naturally, he also stated. Although he did struggle with pain in his left hand when making quick movements such as oversteer corrections. Grosjean initially decided to only partake in the road and street courses for the 2021 season, however he would later change his mind and race at Gateway to practice for a potential full-time 2022 season. Anyway, speaking of the 2021 season, here's a rundown of how the Frenchman performed. At the first race in Alabama, he got frisky with his sister. He finished a respectable P10 at the track he tested at previously that year. So a P10 on debut considering he wasn't in the most competitive team and been in a life-threatening crash 5 months prior is pretty decent. In the next race at St. Petersburg, Romain finished P13 around a track which isn't kind to veterans, let alone rookies. Grosjean would miss the next 2 races at Texas Motor Speedway due to a lack of confidence with ovals. And you lot say ovals are easy, eh? In the 4th round of the Indy GP, Grosjean shocked the world, taking pole position and finishing second after unfortunately losing the lead to strategy after leading the most race laps. However, his pace was phenomenal for a Dale Coyne racing car. His overall performance was genuinely very impressive, which made sense because out of every track, this one was probably the most similar to an F1 track. The Phoenix would then struggle big time in Detroit with 2 retirements and 2 races, but hey, that circuit is tricky, I'll let him off. He would then pick up a good result of P5 at Road America, my personal favourite track, and 7th at Mid-Ohio. These were very encouraging results for the Frenchman, who was still recovering from his burns at this point still. He finished P16 at Nashville. Who cares, that race was an absolute mess. Ericsson ended up in the air and on the top step of the podium, without hitting Grosjean at all. The second time round at the Indy infield circuit, Romain would take P2 again, demonstrating some more pace and consistency. I don't think I'd be exaggerating if I said that everyone was impressed. The next round at Gateway saw Grosjean attempt his first oval, and despite his lack of experience, his pace was okay. He picked up P14 after sliding all over the road, somehow bringing his 51 car to the finish. At Portland, Romain accidentally returned to his 2012 ways, causing a Turn 1 pile-up involving Sebastian Bourdais and James Hinchcliffe. This was after receiving a grid penalty for blocking Scott McLaughlin in qualifying. So far from an ideal weekend for the Frenchman, with a final result of 22nd. This wouldn't knock his confidence, however, bouncing back to pick up a podium at Laguna Seca, with pace to win the race. Furthermore, Grosjean really had a chance to demonstrate his racecraft, making some absolutely sublime overtakes. This is also where he stated that kids should dream of racing in IndyCar, not F1, which is totally badass, and really highlights how much fun he was having. The final race at Long Beach saw the Frenchman unfortunately retire after damaging his rear suspension on lap 56. However, up until that point, he drove very well, running in the top 5 for the majority of the race. Grosjean's successful rookie IndyCar season included 4 top 5s, 6 top 10s, 3 podium finishes, and 53 laps led. That isn't too bad for a man who had previously narrowly escaped death. Before we talk about his chances this season, I wanted to talk about my gift from Silent X Energy. I'll add a timestamp if you want to skip, but it's totally worth watching. Hey guys, the awesome people over at Silent X Energy were very kind enough to send me a present. So I received this in the post today. I am aware that it's a tub of Acropolis Apple, their new flavour that's out on Saturday, the 8th of January, I believe. And I thought I could unbox it for you guys. So here goes. I'm just gonna open the box. Okay, so this is very, very cool. So in the box, you get a bunch of goodies, which is a lot more than you'll get with any other energy drink, may I add. I've got some signed driver cards. We've got signed driver cards of every young driver that they sponsor, which is genuinely really, really awesome. And they're really, really well printed. Very impressed. We've also got a thank you note. Let's open the good stuff. Tub of Acropolis Apple. I've got a sachet of Cherry Blast as well, which is really, really nice of them. Thank you very much. And let's open our new tub. Oh, it looks so good. It's really, really, really well printed, to be fair. So no, yeah, let's give it a little try. Oh, that's very strong. So I'm assuming they don't want me to eat the silica gel. Got a big old spoon. Let's scoop some of the Silent X Energy into the water. Oh, look how green it's gone. Now let's give it a whirl. Oh my god, that's actually really, really good. That's really good. That's genuinely really, really nice. So yeah, if you're interested in picking up some of this stuff, hit the link below and you can go and get some, available on Saturday. Thank you very much. In September of 2021, it was announced that Grosjean has signed for Andretti Autosport, replacing IndyCar champion and Indy 500 winner Ryan Hunter-Reay. Or Captain America to some of you. This was big news since Andretti is typically a very competitive team, with Grosjean's new teammates Rossi and Herta winning a lot recently. Furthermore, look how freaking nice that livery is. You literally can't miss it. Also, it looks like a phoenix. I mean, just saying, any money they'll add flames on the official livery next season. After such a strong rookie season in a team that isn't as competitive as Andretti, who knows what the Phoenix is capable of achieving this year? He has already settled into the team quite nicely, completing a successful test at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. He stated that the team have far better facilities and work closely with the driver to tune the cars as perfectly as possible. Romain has been learning from IndyCar greats such as Helio Castroneves and James Hinchcliffe, whilst basing his setups off his current teammates in order to keep things simple. This brings us back to the question I proposed at the beginning: why I believe that Grosjean could win the 2022 IndyCar Championship. It's clear that Romain is taking this very seriously. After his rookie performances with a great team behind him, there is no reason why he can't challenge for the top. Look at Palau, for instance. Palou, sorry, I keep saying Palau. My only concern comes with ovals, because I believe he still needs a few races to practice. I'm not expecting any incredible overall results from him this season. However, if he can maintain the pace that we saw at some of the tracks last season, I am certain that the Phoenix can pick up a few wins and potentially the championship. Anyway, they were just my opinions. Please let me know yours in the comments below. Once again, a big thank you to the people at Silent X for sending me this delicious tub of Acropolis Apple, which you can get on Saturday with the link in the description. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe to the channel, and if you do, I will see you all in the next video. But until then, take care and thank you very much for watching.